Hello everyone, we are from Group 3 and today we will be talking about Gemini. So first of all, what is Gemini? Gemini, formerly known as BARD, is a generative artificial intelligence chatbot and virtual assistant developed by Google. It uses Google's DeepMind's Gemini models, which are available in different tiers. It is Google's answers to OpenAI's GPT, offering features like deep research, custom AI experts, and advanced understanding of complex information. Gemini is integrated into Google Workspace apps like Gmail, Google Docs, Google Slides, and Google Sheets. It helps with drafting content, summarizing information, and analyzing data. On Android, the AI can replace Google Assistant. It offers hands-free control, answers questions about what's on your screen, sets alarm, controls smart home devices, and helps with navigation using Google Maps.
Moving on to the layout, features, and functions of Gemini AI, the part that actually makes student life easier. First, the layout. Gemini AI has a very clean and simple layout. When you open it, you are not confused. There are no complicated buttons. You just type your questions and get an answer. It feels like chatting with a very smart friend who never gets tired. You can use it on your phone or laptop. So even when you are lying on your bed at 2 a.m., Gemini is still there to help. Next, the features. One cool feature is that Gemini understands more than just text. You can paste notes, upload documents, or even ask questions about images. Another great feature is that Gemini works together with Google apps like Google Docs, Gmail, and Sheets. So while doing assignment, you don't need to open too many apps. Everything feels faster and easier. Another feature students really like is language support. Gemini supports many languages and helps with grammar. For students who use English as a second language, this is a big help. It suggests better sentences, clearer words, and help you sound more confident without sounding like a robot. Now, let's talk about the functions. Gemini can explain difficult topics in simple words. If you don't understand something in class, you can ask Gemini to explain that you are 5 years old. It also summarizes long notes, so you don't have to read everything word by word. This is very useful when exams are coming and time is limited. Finally, the everyday student functions. Gemini helps plan assignments, create essay outlines, brainstorm ideas for group projects, and prepare presentations. When your mind is blank and your deadline is close, Gemini helps you start. You can even summarize long emails from lecturers so you know what is important and what is not. In short, Gemini AI does not replace students, but it makes students' life a lot less stressful and a lot more manageable.
Hello everyone, my name is FASIHAH. So at this part, I would like to explain about the pros and cons of the Gemini AI. So as we know, Gemini AI is an artificial intelligence that developed by the Google. It's commonly used by the users such as students to assist their writing, learning, or even while making a research. Thus, here I would like to highlight 3 advantages and 3 disadvantages of using the Gemini AI tools. To begin with, one of the major advantages of the Gemini AI is instant feedback. Gemini AI are able to quickly check the grammar and suggest better work in the student writings. As a result, it can improve student writing more effectively, especially while working under the pressure. Secondly, Gemini AI can provide up-to-date information. Since Gemini AI are integrated with the Google search, it is able to deliver recent and relevant information based on reliable online resource. As a result, it can be beneficial for the student, especially for their academic research, since students can easily find the article, news, development, or even the studies without even need to spend so much time searching the information manually. Lastly, Gemini AI also support multiple input capability. Gemini AI are able to process complex instruction through the text, audio, even images. Indirectly, its flexibility makes it more suitable for the various learning preferences and help the student to handle complex tasks more effectively. However, despite these advantages, Gemini AI also have limitation, which is firstly, there is a subscription cost. Since the free version only provides basic functionality, so to access the advanced features and the unlimited usage might require paid subscription. Thus, for some students, this may be challenging for them. Secondly, over reliance to the AI may lead to the critical thinking impairment. When the answers are provided instantly, the student will become dependent to the tools, which encourages independent problem solving and analytical thinking while finding the alternative for the task. Lastly, Gemini AI can give inconsistent response. The reason is because Gemini AI are unable to recall the previous conversation, thus it will treat each of the conversation as the new session. Consequently, this may affect the continuity, especially for the repeated tasks and the extended discussion. Overall, while Gemini AI provides several advantages, the disadvantages may also be considered. Being mindful of both aspects will allow the student to use the AI more appropriately and effectively in their academic. Thank you.
Hello, my name is NURUL binti MOHAMMAD HAZIZI, and I will be presenting about how AI such as Gemini helps in learning English language. First of all, Gemini helps students in enhancing their speaking or communication skills because it allows students to put confidence during speaking without having to worry of audience judgment. Gemini can give some tips to students about maintaining facial expression and also structure the sentence for students that help students to reduce their nervous and anxiety. Other than that, it also helps students in enhancing their speech patterns, as Gemini can analyze the speech patterns and help students in pronounce the word correctly. Moreover, it helps students to interact politely with others, especially when doing a presentation and discussion without using any rude words and being formal during the presentation. Second, Gemini also can assist students in checking their grammar and writing, such as help students with the grammar correction, vocabulary, spelling, sentence structure, and explain the mistakes, why it is wrong. Furthermore, it also assists students in writing and generate ideas for students to expand the idea by detailing the main point. Lastly, Gemini can also facilitate students in enhancing listening and reading skill by simplifying long and complex texts and create summaries to help students extracting key information of the lecture notes. This helps students to understand easily and create their notes using their words and pace of study. Gemini can also generate set of quizzes to improve students' knowledge in one topic by extracting questions and give instant answers to the students. Last but not least, it can help to transcribe from video to text that help students to listen and read to enhance comprehension of their study and help them to not missing any important point of the video. So, we move to the next presenter.
Next, I would like to talk about the differences and similarities between two popular AI tools, ChatGPT and Gemini, especially in the context of learning English. First, let's look at ChatGPT. ChatGPT is fun and engaging to use because it feels more human-like. The responses are conversational, friendly, and interactive. Because of this, ChatGPT is especially useful for practicing speaking, conversational skills, and casual English. Learners can role-play, practice dialogues, and even ask for feedback in a natural way. However, one limitation of ChatGPT is that its image generation features are more limited compared to Gemini. So, how about Gemini? In contrast, Gemini is less human-like and more straight to the point. It focuses strongly on factual learning and research. Gemini is very helpful for structured learning such as grammar explanation, vocabulary buildings, and also idioms. Another advantage of Gemini is that it offers unlimited image generation, which can be useful for visual learners and creative tasks. However, its response may feel more formal and less conversational. Now, let me briefly show the difference in how ChatGPT and Gemini respond to the same question. For example, when asked a general English question, ChatGPT may respond in a friendly conversational way, while Gemini usually gives a more direct and structured answer. Despite their differences, ChatGPT and Gemini also share some similarities. Both are generative AI tools, meaning they can produce many types of text such as essay, dialogues, and summaries. They are also multimodal AI, which means they can analyze different types of data, including text, images, and audio. In conclusion, both ChatGPT and Gemini offer valuable benefits for learning English. The best choice depends on the user's preferences and learning goals. Most importantly, we should use AI responsibly, avoid plagiarism, avoid over-dependence, and remember that AI should support our learning, not replace it. That's all from us. Thank you.